Okay. Oh my god. Hey friends, so to be completely honest with you guys, Hello Ren drained me. I made a video for every day. I was a daily vlogger for a whole month and it drained me. Editing wise and content wise, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not creating anything special. Was that English? We'll never know. But tonight, Tyler Oakley, if you don't watch a lot of YouTube, you might not know who he is. He's a very famous YouTuber. Tyler Oakley came to my school to speak. And it just really re-sparked like the creator in me and just kind of was a big encouragement to keep working. He talked a lot about enjoying the process and how like when he set out, he started YouTube. His intent was never to like become a YouTuber or anything like that. He was just making videos and he liked it. He thought it was fun. He went to Michigan State, so he got to really interact with our crowd. I don't know, he was just, his whole thing was really encouraging, really entertaining. He's really an awesome dude. So he was speaking and he is so freaking funny. Literally, he wanted to interact with the crowd so much and it was awesome. He was really funny. But something that really made me want to make this video, like the one thing he started saying that made me be like, wow, I need to reflect on this and share what I'm feeling. He talked about what I refer to as the script. And he said, we live in this crazy society where you're expected to, you're gonna go off to college, but then they're gonna throw all this debt on you, and then on top of that, they're expecting you to go and get this job and then eventually somehow buy a house. But first you have to pay off your debt, and there's all these expectations and this whole big thing where that you fall into, and that's wonderful and awesome for the people who want to do that. But not enough people look into themselves and decide to do that. They do that because that's what they think that the path is supposed to be. He was talking about all the crazy experiences that he had from like YouTube, from like becoming a YouTuber and things like that, that aren't like that, and that too many people don't understand that there's other paths to take besides the script, the white picket fence goal of the American dream or whatever. Like, I don't know, he talked a lot about finding your path and finding what you want to do, but he also talked about how important his college and getting his degree was for that journey for him. He went to Michigan State, like I said, he graduated. He had like a interpersonal communications degree, something along those lines. And he talked about how it's so important to go out and have these experiences that your school is giving to you. Like, he said that if he could redo his college time, he would go to everything. He would do so much more. Like, he was an RA and he was a TA and he went to like the psychic fair every year, and that's awesome. But he said that's so important to go out and do that and find those things so that you can find what you love and what you're passionate about and turn that into a career or make that what your life looks like, instead of having to go along with what everyone expects from you and wants you to do because that's what they did. And that's what so many people do, but that doesn't mean like you have to do that. You know what I mean? So, and that was just really important and really spoke to me, especially because I have been struggling this semester. Like, y'all, I don't know, it's been a really weird time, and maybe it's just like the change in environment and things like that, and the fact that I'm getting older and people are asking me, well, you're gonna graduate soon, what are you gonna do with your life? How am I supposed to know? I'm 12. He was talking about how you're babysat for the better half of your life till you're like at least 10. I don't want to generalize, but a lot of parents won't let you be home alone unless you have someone with you until you're like 10 or older. Like, I don't think I was left home alone with my older sister even until I was like in 8th grade or like high school. Like, maybe my parents are just crazy people and I don't put that past them. You know, that's the thing. So he says you're babysat basically for the better half of your life. You turn 18, then they ask you what you're gonna do with your life. They throw you into college or they throw you into trade school and they say like, that's your life, decide now and go, you know? And that's crazy. And then on top of that, they put the debt and then the expectation to get that job and have a house and XYZ, and it goes all over and over again. And that stresses me out because I don't want to live like that. I don't want my life to be a repetitive every day, wake up and do the same thing over and over again, and it's not even a life I want to live, you know what I'm saying? He talked about that. And then, I don't know, he taught, in my notes say, the college connection, so just kind of like how important his, like he loved going to school and learning, and it's so important to keep putting yourself in those environments where you can learn and where you can have a new experience, and a lot of times that ends for people after college. So just, it's so important, and it's not even just important, it's cool to go and do things that your campus provides for you or that are happening in your community and around you, even if you're not out at college. Also, like, it's hard to explain like what my mind is thinking, like I have no idea how to put it into words, but it's like, it's just a world, like we're all just like living, and it's, I mean, it's just a world, you know what I mean? So like, why not just do whatever and do what you want to do? And everyone around you, they're just people. Like, it's a waste of your time and energy to, I think this is more of a me thing than what he was saying, but like, this is what I was like, how I was processing it. That could, like, the people, the authorities above you, like whether that be in a job or in like your schooling or whatever, your parents, your family, in your church, in your other communities, like your peers, people are just people. So I don't know how to explain this. You never have to like be someone you're not in front of certain types of people, because they're just people just like you are. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's awesome to make a good impression and the people like of your elders and like the people that are above you in your workplace, but also like you don't have to be fake. You know what I mean? Like you're just a person just like they're just a person. So like those interactions can be really awesome if you just take a step back and look at the fact that like we're all just people and we're all in just this world. Okay, I sound like a crazy person. Yeah, and then he talked, there was this girl in the crowd, right? And she had like this Tyler Oakley sign and an Oakley shirt on and things like that. I don't know if she was a student or not. I think she might have just been like in the area or something, but she loves Tyler, right? And he found her in the audience because he was like, someone in this room has an Instagram account like about me, basically. And she was like, oh my god, that's me. And from the stage, he had this conversation with this girl in the audience. He was like, that's the most important part to me, is when I can have that connection with you. Like that person-to-person connection is what's so important and what makes this all worthwhile. Like he has 7 million plus subscribers, and what's important to him, what should be important throughout everyone's paths of life, is like that personal connection that he's able to make and that we're all able to make. But it doesn't matter what the number is on his screen. Like if he can have that connection with someone and make someone's day better and vice versa, like that's what really matters. And that's why he does this, which I thought was so freaking cool, because you can see a lot of celebrities' fame like getting to their head. The last thing that he kind of touched on was to listen to Carly Rae Jepsen. I'm about to go do that right now because he said that she has this really good single, and I don't doubt it, so I'll look her up. But pretty much his parting words were embracing me. I don't know how he said it, but kind of along the lines of like that whole rant I just went on. Like, you're not doing yourself or anyone around you a favor if you're not being who you are, and it takes a lot to get comfortable with that, with who you are. It's really hard to get comfortable and accept and have confidence in who you are and what you stand for in X, Y, and Z. But that's really important, and just to keep embracing who you are, for him to keep embracing who he is. And that looks different for everyone as well. So he loves to make weird YouTube videos, and that's awesome, and that's the way he embraces who he is. And I think that's so cool that we all have the power to also do that in our own ways. After a very draining month of October, I don't know, seeing him just really re-sparked like this idea of like, I want to create. I enjoy the process of filming and editing and goofing off and showing off my friends, because I think they're awesome people. I love sharing with the world the wonderful people that are in my life because I think they're wonderful, but also like sharing my stories, because I don't know, I think it's really cool. So yeah, just keep embracing who you are, and I know that looks different for everyone, but it's important. And even if the world doesn't want that, people in the world want that, and that personal connection is what matters. So yeah, here I am sitting on my bed rambling. I'm about to go make a toga. Cool. I was about to say stay maroon and golden. Bro, that is for my work channel. What do I say? Oh, thank you for tuning in. Keep living large, and I'll catch you on the flip.